Well, we're trying this one more time. I'm seeing if this works. If I crash again, I guess I crash again. But, anyways, as I was attempting to say before, um, I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch anymore just because there's a lot of political nonsense going on that I don't really agree with. And there's plenty of stances that um, I personally think that Twitch themselves have taken that I just can't agree with. Quite frankly, I think it's a bit of a weirdly nonsensical issue, but for whatever reason, Twitch and the powers that be behind it believe and think that certain people here on Twitch shouldn't be touched. They think that whatever they do on stream or off stream, especially on stream for some reason, but they think that whatever they do on stream or off stream doesn't really matter, that they're not held accountable to their actions or to their words. So, because of that, I am essentially just going to step away. I don't agree with nor think that someone who can get on stream and can effectively say that the nation that they live in, the country that they live in, that provides them basically all the comforts that they currently are able to garner and have, that the country that they live in, the nation that they live in, that provides them all the comforts and all the luxuries that they have should die. That, just death to it, get rid of it. And they're completely ungrateful and just all around disrespectful to the place that they live, the place that provides them everything that they have, despite the fact that they are currently rich, live in a mansion, have multiple millions of dollars because they're on this site, because of what they do. And because they live in the country with the economical system that they have that has garnered them all those benefits, they think that it's completely okay just to say, death to it. Hope it burns to the ground. Hope the armies that represent it all die and the people that are in it all die. I can't follow that. Um, Not only that, but this will probably give away as to who I'm talking about. But in a minute, I'm going to say who it is anyway. But I also can't follow a website that will tell basically every other streamer that's out there, don't do A, B, and C. Don't talk about A, B, and C. Don't reference A, B, and C. And then that streamer and the streamer that's connected to and the streamers that are connected to them can go out and do every single one of those things, can do all of A, B, and C that was told that nobody else can do with no repercussion, no problem, nothing happens to them. But God forbid that someone calls them a name. God forbid that they say that they suck. God forbid that they say that they don't agree with them. That ends up being the cardinal sin. And just as soon as that happens, Twitch seems to be pretty apt and eager to immediately jump on the bandwagon and tell that particular streamer, how dare you turn around and say something bad about the golden boy. We're going to get rid of you. So because of that, I just can no longer be here on this site. I can't do it. It to me, if I were to continue to pursue some sort of career here on Twitch, this doesn't count for those that are watching me on YouTube. But if I were to continue doing anything here on Twitch, then that would be me basically saying that it's fine. What they're doing is okay. I would be, my silence would be me saying to them that it's okay, and I don't think it's okay. So I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to step away, going to reframe, not going to uh, not going to be part of it anymore. I just can't do it. So if you're curious as to what I'm even talking about, I will go ahead and very quickly try to bring you up to speed. And if I get kicked off here because of what I'm talking about, I'm okay with that. Because honestly, I'm already prepped and prepared for it. So if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna poop myself over it. I don't really care. But recently there has been some drama going on with a streamer who, why isn't that showing up? No, whatever. Who goes by the name of Hassan. And here on Twitch, especially for whatever reason, the main people on Twitch, whether that be the CEO or whatever, but the main people on Twitch absolutely love this guy. And I don't understand why, but apparently Hassan is his favorite streamer and basically lets him do and say whatever he wants, no matter how blatantly evil or bad that it is. So, because of that, um, Hassan has been able to say a bunch of things that are, quite frankly, not up to par. He's openly supported terroristic regimes and terroristic groups. Terroristic groups have openly supported him. He has, as of recently, he has waved a gun around on his stream and has threatened other content creators, other viewers in his audience with that gun. Whether or not it's a real gun or not doesn't matter. The intention is what matters. What is done is what matters. What it means is what matters. So, because of that, and because of all the other things that's been going on, every single person that is openly best friends with this guy and who streams is allowed to do and say whatever they want with no repercussions. They are able to openly accuse people of quite literally life-changing accusations, things that get you put in prison forever, or even put in prison, and if you do get out, your reputation is tarnished forever. So because of that, because all these people, all these orbiters are allowed to essentially do whatever they want without a problem, I am no longer uh, I am no longer going to be associated with a site that allows people and people like that to continue to do whatever they want, unhindered, unimpeded. I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. And there are plenty of people who have come from not only here on Twitch, but also have went from Twitch to YouTube, who continue to uh, have essentially like campaigns launched against them. That, one thing that a buzzword that they love to use is that, oh, there's a harassment campaign that's being launched against them, which in all honesty, there really isn't. There's just people who openly speak out. And those people who openly speak out are being marked and labeled as just serial harassers and even things worse. I'll go ahead and bring him up, even though, This is going to be probably another ground for them to terminate me, but that's okay. Uh, there's been a guy who has recently been in a lot of drama named Tectone. I only just recently um, figured out who this guy was and started watching him. I really had no prior knowledge of his existence at all, and that's probably my bad just because I'm not really actively on the Twitch space at all. I just kind of get everything after the fact. I never really tune into many Twitch streams. I watch Moist Critical or Charlie, Penguin Zero, whatever you want to call him. I watch him from time to time. Uh, and I used to watch some other like Dead by Daylight streamers back whenever I was really into the game. But other than that, I've really stayed away from Twitch as far as anything else goes. And one of the main reasons why I did that, and still do that, is because of what's going on nowadays. There is just nothing, absolutely nothing, and no reason for me to stick around if the powers that be, the ones that say who comes and goes, who stays and who doesn't, who's banned and who isn't, if those people are willing to allow themselves to be aligned with these other folk who are essentially also allowed to uh, say everything that they say that they support terrorist organizations, say that they are saying that they want the country and nation that they live in to die, and that they're wanting like open violence on politicians and people associated with those politicians. And the powers that be hear this, and for anybody else, if anybody else says that and they get caught, immediate ban or immediate suspension. And if you're a part, and if you're lucky enough to be part of the monetization program, they also get rid of that too. But or they suspend it. They'll like suspend you for a week and then suspend your actual pay for 30 days, which is egregious, seeing as some people have turned this streaming thing into their job. So that would be about like you get written up at work, and then the next day that you come in, your boss looks at you and goes, "Well, I wrote you up yesterday for not putting not putting the chairs on top of the tables properly. So because of that, you're going to work the rest of your 2 weeks, so the next 14 days, and you're not going to get paid." Like if you did that in any other job other than streaming, you that would be illegal. You couldn't do that because people don't work without pay. But because of the fact that most people don't consider streaming a quote unquote job, they consider it more of a kind of a luxury. Some people just get to sit back and basically do whatever they want on stream and get paid for it. It's not considered like actual work. So because of that, because of the recencies and being able to stream for a job, if you get denied that payment, there's nothing that anybody anywhere can do anything because they don't care. They don't look at it as a job, so why would you get paid for it? But in all honesty, people work hard at doing what they do. For the little bit that I've streamed here, I've worked pretty hard on what I do. It doesn't look like I do a lot. And sure, it's probably not more strenuous. It's not as strenuous or more strenuous than like a manual labor job, nor would I even claim that it is. That would be ridiculous. But to say that, I just press a button and then I sit here and do nothing, that's the job is not really the case. I'm constantly doing technical stuff here behind the scenes, trying to make sure that everything's running at least as smooth as it can. Sure, I definitely need to upgrade some stuff before I can get everything working to the exact way that I would like to get it to work. But that doesn't mean I don't put hard work into it. But anyways, so because of the fact that Twitch has allowed these people to do whatever they want to do with no problem, no repercussion, I am going to no longer be here and be associated with it. I just can't. I morally and just as me as a person cannot uh, allow myself to continue to be associated with a site that allows that kind of stuff to happen, because it's honestly not only ridiculous, but it would be akin to or similar to if you worked at let's say that you are a part of a church and that, or some other community group, just some sort of big community group. And the first time that you go there, people are just, baking cookies every Saturday or something like that. Do very, um, they do very nonchalant, commonsensical things that people do. So let's say, for example, I said that they cook for they bake cookies every Saturday, and let's say that the policy for the cookie baking is that whoever went in and made the cookies, they get like an extra cookie, right? So let's say everybody gets, let's say it's a big community, so let's say everybody gets three. Well, the one who went in and baked the cookies or made the batter or whatever it is, whatever had the cooking, went in and had some sort of part of the cooking process, they get four cookies instead of three. So then it ends up coming about that the person who started the whole community thing, the community drive, they really, really like this handful of people. Like, let's say there's five people in particular that they like. And with one of them being, like, obviously on top of the ladder, and then the rest just kind of a few rungs down, but obviously are supporting the top guy, right? So let's say that one guy went in and he made cookies a handful of times and everybody liked it. Well, now, even if he isn't even around the kitchen, the founder of this community, of this little community drive, is giving this dude just every Saturday, he's giving him not just a free fourth cookie, but he's giving him an entire box. And he's saying, "Here you go. Here is a box of 100 cookies, all for you, bud. And if you want to share it with the people that are orbiting you and liking you, you can do that." And let's say that's what he does. And then the owner of the drive just keeps doing it every Saturday. Just, well, here's a whole box of cookies. Let's just give it to this guy. Like, well, he wasn't even here, or he wasn't even around the kitchen this week. Yeah, well, cookies. He gets them. And you just keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that. And then eventually, the dude who was a really good cook in the kitchen, who was making all these cookies, suddenly one day you're you're listening to him, and he's sitting in the middle of the community room, and he looks at everybody and goes, this place just needs to burn down. This community just needs to go. And the people that are orbiting around him go, yeah, that's right. It needs to go. We need to burn it to the ground. And everybody that comes here needs to just, they just need to die. And let's say he says that also. He agrees with that. But then Saturday comes and he gets another box of cookies. And not only does he get a box of cookies, but he gets a box of cookies with a nice big old piece of paper on it with a note saying, "Hey, I watched your stream," or not watched your, well, in this case, it would be a watch your stream, but in this example, it's like, "Hey, I heard you in the community room. I agree with everything you say. Here's your cookies." It doesn't make sense to continue to be a part of that. Why would I be a part of something that has some very obvious favoritism, and not only has obvious favoritism, but has obvious favoritism in regards to even saying like absolutely deplorable, nasty shit? Why would I be a part of it? I can't. So, yeah, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I don't think that anybody at Twitch, especially if it is like the CEO's final say, like if this is a Vince McMahon sort of situation where everything that happens here goes through him and he has to approve it before it happens, and everything, like all the reports and everything, go through him and whatnot, and he has to give the final say, which I don't really think it is. But let's just pretend that it is, because I don't know otherwise yet. let's say if that's the case and he's continuing to say that this dude is still his favorite streamer, despite the fact that he's basically wished death upon people just because they live in the same country that he does, the same country that he gets all the comforts and luxuries from, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. I would rather not. So yeah, this is going to be my 100% final stream for here. I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't really see the I don't really see the point in staying here, especially if those are the people that are going to be allowed to say whatever they want, do whatever they want. Oh, I have to put reminders instead of reminder. I'm an idiot. Let's see if that works that time. There we go. But yeah, I'm just not going to be a part of it anymore. It's ridiculous. And I don't agree with any of it. I don't agree with any of it or anybody who supports that level of thinking, who thinks that you should be allowed to openly threaten people with what appears to be a gun and nobody does anything about it. Nah, I'm good. It's ridiculous. I would much rather I'd much rather I would much rather stub my toe with a toothpick under my big nail than continue having anything to do with it. So, from here on, if you want to continue watching my wonderful content, you'll be able to catch me on YouTube. You'll be able to catch me on Kick. You're definitely not going to catch me on here anymore because absolutely fuck this place. It's ridiculous that all these people are able to get away with everything that they get away with, and if you even as slightly do or say anything against them, you can get banned. Nah. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get banned or not. Quite frankly, I don't think I will, just because I'm small fish. I'm small fish in a rather large ocean at this point. It's not even a pond. But large fish, or a small fish in a rather large, in a rather large ocean, so no one's really going to give a shit. But even if I'm technically just speaking into the void here, I still would like to let my opinion be known that I have no that I have no intention of staying here, and I definitely do not support what Twitch has been doing whatsoever. It's already started to be kind of draconian with what they already do whenever it comes to this site anyway. Especially whenever it comes to some people that well, mainly, honestly, what I was about to say just kind of reiterates what I just said a minute ago. Yeah, I can't agree with it anymore. I can't stick with it anymore. Other than that, there's other drama that's going on nowadays. If anybody is curious or interested in that, I'm probably going to move this over to Kick, and we will continue talking about it there. But everything else that's going on here on Twitch, it's done, man. It's absolutely done. So, yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you have decided to who decided to stick with me as far as you have. I definitely appreciate it. Pretty sure it's what my Twitch thing is. Or not my Twitch thing, my Kick thing. But also, another thing that I don't like about Twitch that I'm glad that I'm leaving is that they consistently and constantly change the rules all the time. The vagaries of what you can and can't do and all that. It gets so fucking annoying that there will come a day where you get on here and you just breathe the wrong way, and that'll be grounds for them to ban you, suspend you, get rid of your, kick you out of the partner program, get rid of your revenue stream, whatever it is. They'll figure out a way to do it. And so, yeah, that kind of does it for here anyway. If you enjoy my stuff, then feel free to join me over on YouTube or Kick, whichever one you want to do. We'll continue doing what we're doing here. I'm going to have to stop the stream just so I can set everything else up to hop over to Kick. But for everybody else who's stuck around and who's kind of watched the growth of this channel, I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you've done. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. It's not even going to be a thing anymore. So, once again, thank you all so much. And I will hopefully see you all again very, very soon. Take care.